Hello there. I'm Kazu, and welcome to Two Sides, a show where I talk about stuff you do know and give an opinion you don't care about. Today we're talking about The Boys. The Boys season 4 just ended, and let me tell you guys, it is probably the worst season of The Boys. But it's not because of the reasons you guys think it is. So I'll tell you guys why I think that at the end of the video. We'll go through it, but I really want to talk about it. I just watched the ending, the finale, and fucking hell yeah, I love that ending. I got some talking points that I want to go through, but first I want to explain what Two Sides is. Two Sides is something that I've been thinking about a long time. I've been wanting to do something to talk about stuff that I watch and that I love, and I haven't been able to do that. So now I'm going to start doing these videos, these kind of reviews for shows, media, video games, anything that I play and I want to talk to you guys about. Maybe you don't want to watch it, maybe you don't care about my opinion, but if you do care and you want to talk about stuff, I love that kind of content because I don't really have anyone to talk about stuff that I watch. So if you want that, I'm here for it. So yeah, leave your opinions about The Boys in the comments. First off, I want to talk about memes. God damn it, The Boys has some great fucking memes. I mean, like in the other seasons, they were mostly about like scenes with Homelander and shit like that. There is memes with scenes, like the scene where A-Train gets towed to be sucked off by the deep. Classic scene. And we also have like the new meme that's not really about a scene, but more about people that like The Boys not watching the show, where people come up with theories and they talk about The Boys, but they literally talk about stuff that didn't happen in the show, or they talk about stuff that doesn't make sense because it was explained in the show. I love how The Boys criticizes stuff through media. Like they use real world situations to criticize them, like that I Take Responsibility video that they criticized in the last episode. I thought that was a crazy good critic about like the stupidity of those kind of videos. First things first is this season is kind of a development season, and that's what I think made it bad. From what I've been watching, from what I've been seeing The Boys, every season I felt like there was a step taken forward. This season it did not feel like that. I felt like I was watching like goons running away from supervillains and supervillains going after goons. That's basically what I was watching. The whole Huey scene, it's stupid as fuck. It's a stupid scene because tell me, how did Homelander not hear him? How did Homelander not hear him in the tubes? The Tech Night scene, the Tech Night episode in general, crazy fucking episode. Zendaya being the safe word, crazy. The whole gimmick of Sage and Homelander, amazing. I love it. I think it's stupid that people even think that's bad. Like, only because she's a black woman doesn't make fucking sense. She's a great character. The whole plot twist at the end, I think it was amazing. But this season did not have an effect. How can I say this? I did not feel closure when I stopped watching the season. I watched it weekly, and I think that's probably the worst way to watch this season. That's like the biggest mistake I made. Because this season, it goes in chapters for a grand plot twist. And there's like plot twists that are hidden in episodes. Since I watched it weekly, every week there would be people on Twitter that would figure out the fucking plot twist, and I would know the fucking plot twist. So there was not even 1 second where I was like, I can't believe that happened. Wow, no way. You know, there was no real shock through anything. The reviews were good, but I already knew them, so I didn't feel anything. But most of all, I felt like the season was useless. I feel like if it didn't exist, I probably still enjoyed the last season. You know what I mean? I feel like Sage is probably the best character in this season. I feel like Huey also does some crazy stuff. He gets up to some mischievous stunts. And Homelander's just kind of a bitch, as always. He's just fuck him. You know what I mean? I feel like we got really good development, but we did not get closure. And I know that's for the 5th season, but man, 8 fucking episodes of like 1 hour each? Please give me something at least. Another thing that a lot of people on the internet talked about was Starlight. Starlight was the talk of the fucking town, dude. All because she doesn't look the same. That doesn't fucking matter. What matters is, I think Starlight is a shit character. I think she's bad. Badly written, useless, bad. Like, in the whole context of things. And I thought that until the 7th episode. And then in the 8th, in the finale of the season, she just becomes a fucking menace. She not menace. I mean, what she does isn't impressive, but she becomes a fucking character. You know what I mean? She gets I can relate to Starlight. Finally, I look at Starlight and I don't think, okay, Starlight. I think like, oh my god, Annie. Like, what the fuck? How did he do that in one episode? That was awesome. I think that's like one of the biggest points. Starlight was kind of built up in the season, and she was kind of fixed through that last episode. Now I think when she comes on screen, I'm gonna be like, that's it. That's fucking Starlight, baby. That's Starlight. I hope that's how they deal with it in the last season. And mostly my feedback is positive. But now I want to talk about some bad stuff. Now I'm gonna go into a spoiler territory. I've mentioned stuff in the video before, but now I'm gonna actually talk about stuff that happened and like with detail to give opinions. So if you wanna watch the show, or if you actually already watched it, then stay. But if you wanna watch, go watch The Boys season 4 and every other season. Okay, Tech Night episode. This episode has a plot hole, which is Homelander. Homelander did not know that there were people in the mansion with him. Now tell me, how the fuck does a man who can hear through anything, a man who made A-Train run all the way to Toronto to not hear him in a phone call with Mother's Milk, how does he not hear anything? He did not hear a gunshot. That was like one of the biggest plot holes in this season. I think the biggest. And I thought it was stupid because it just... Homelander is not doing anything. He could have killed the boys the whole season. I think even at the start of the season, he could have killed Butcher. He could have done a lot of fucking shit. He didn't do it. He was just held back by nothing. I don't know, his mind? His conscience? It doesn't make sense. That's like... The worst part to me was when I watched Homelander, I wasn't scared anymore. I wasn't like, oh, he's gonna kill Huey. He's running after Huey, and I'm like, all right. He was gonna be safe. Like, I don't care. And I think that's kind of the whole thing about Homelander is how cynical and powerful and scary he is. When you take that out of the equation, when you make him just a talk shit character, emotional character, which, well, he always has been, but only that, I think he loses like his energy, you know? It's not the same thing. And I don't like Homelander, but that's how it's supposed to be. I love how they do that. And this season, I just didn't like him. It was only that. It was just Homelander on screen, fuck Homelander. Homelander on screen, fuck Homelander. It was just that. The Butcher plot point, perfection. Him killing Victoria might be a controversial opinion. Perfection. The best thing that could have happened. Because when you think about the story, when you're watching The Boys, you've got to know that the only thing that's gonna for sure happen is death. All right, someone's gonna die, right? And the whole season, no one died. They had to kill off at least somebody, right? That's like in my perspective, at least. So when she died, it made sense. Like it fit into the stories because now Huey is going through stuff with Butcher. Huey's probably gonna start letting go of Butcher, and Butcher is now on his own war. He's separated from everyone else, and he's going after Soups. And probably the ending we're gonna get is, for sure, Butcher killing Homelander. How? I don't know. Why? I don't know. Sage being involved? I don't know. But that's gonna happen. That's the future I see. And the way that he develops this decision of killing every Soup, or like trying at least, was through Ryan. Ryan is the bitches of all bitches in this series. Like, come on, turning to the dark side because you don't want to be used as a weapon. I mean, this side, just fucking decide. I thought that was stupid, but it made sense. It fit well with Butcher's because when he kills the old women, that's like a turn point. That's like there's no going back. She just said I love you, and he pushes her away, kills her, walks out like nothing happened. That's like scary level shit. And when you see Butcher in shock, you know, dude, this is it. There's no going back. So I thought that was done perfectly. I think if only Ryan would have shown signals that he was a bad guy, because I thought he was a good guy. I thought he was gonna be at Butcher's side. And I wasn't surprised. I was just disappointed, you know? I wasn't like, oh my god, he's bad. I was just like, my god, are you for real, Ryan? You're stupid. Come on, everyone's gonna die because of you. All in all, I think A-Train was the best character, actually. A-Train, just his development, everyone hating him to go into everyone liking him, that's beautiful. That's awesome. I think that's perfect development for A-Train. I think that we're gonna see more of him. And overall, the series is gonna get better. The closure is gonna come. The finales are gonna come. I know there's like the deep plot points. I love the deep, even though he's an asshole and I hate him. I love his character. Like I don't like him. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm I'm not gonna try to explain why I'm saying this, but he is an asshole. He's a piece of shit, but he's like comedic relief. Like his lines are just funny as hell, you know? Oh my god, Huey's dad episode. How could I forget about that? That was one. What a fucking performance from Simon Pegg. What a I hate to say it like this. This sounds like I'm a film bro, but dude, what the fuck was that? That was I cried at that episode, and it was beautiful. What the fuck? It was so awesome. But anyway, there's a lot of theories going around. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have no theories for you guys. If you guys do have theories, tell me. I think this season was the worst season of The Boys because it does not have closure. I don't think it's because a black woman was powerful. I don't think it's because they did very, 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 very specific critiques. I don't think it's because they said stuff. I don't think it's because of how the show is portrayed. I don't think it's because they're making fun of the people who they've already made fun the whole show. I think it's just because it did not have closure. I don't think it was a bad season either. I just think they could have given me something at least one thing that would give me, oh my god, I can rest now. Because now all I want is watch season 5. It worked, okay? It fucking worked, Prime Video. Now I want to watch that shit. This is a gigantic continuation error, but I forgot to tell you guys the note. For The Boys season 4, I give a 6 out of 10. That's the first note I'm giving out for Two Sides, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. But anyway, this was my rant. This was Two Sides, a show about opinions, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope I'll be able to do more of these. I hope I'll be able to talk shit and talk good about a lot of stuff. And I hope you subscribe and watch the streams. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!